I'm sitting here looking. The one thing I forgot to do was to get my coffee cup. I normally would have a cup of coffee by now. I'm at the house. And on a day like today, I would normally have a cup of coffee and I would be out on the back porch, right? Or maybe the front, depending on which porch works better to you. Balcony. You have a balcony. That would be good this morning as well. We're starting the day off in the 50s. Depends on where you are, closer to the coast, right at 58, 59. You get up in the lakes area, you might even be in the 40s, depending on where you are in the lakes area. Either way, a very pleasant start to this Tuesday, the 19th day of October. Hi, everybody. I am Dan Gresham. This is my casa, my house. Hence, it's called Dan's at Home. Normally, I would not be at home this early. We would be on the air on Fox. But if you have not heard, we have had some technical issues. And because of that, we've kind of had to modify our schedule, the way that we're doing things. We're trying to do the best we can to continue to cover the news, continue to get the latest weather information out to you. But unfortunately, it's not a perfect world, and it's not working that easy and getting the information out. A lot of you may be saying, but wait a minute, you're saying you were on yes, we were on the air for 2 hours this morning on KFDM TV. The problem is the distribution method and how you get the show, the morning show, is much different today than it was 25, 30, 40 years ago, for sure. Now, I grew up in the age, and I don't know about you, when there were 3 channels on our television set at home, period, right? You had ABC, NBC, CBS. That was it. Now you have hundreds of channels, and we get them by various methods of delivery. It may be you get broadcast right off the air, free, right? Or it might be that you have a cable provider. Could be that you have a streaming provider. You're using the internet to watch television now. And all of those are different. All of them work differently. That's why you can't really say, when people say, well, what channel are you on? You say channel 6. Yes, that's the brand, but the real issue is that it's not channel 6 everywhere. Now it's channel 6.1, 0.2, or maybe it's channel 23 on some cable system, or 200 on somebody else's. And if you're streaming on one of the services, Hulu, YouTube, there's so many of the Fubo, there's a lot of them, and they all would be at different places on the spectrum. So some are seeing, some are not, and we apologize for that and know that we're working as hard as we possibly can to correct the problem and get things straightened out for you. Want to comment this morning? You can. All you have to do is go to the bottom of the page, just like you would any other Facebook post. You can tell us where you're watching this morning. You can just say good morning if you want to. And we have a lot of people that, watch on a regular basis. And we've created a community here on Facebook and YouTube over the course of the last 2 years with our at-home updates, which again are not newscasts, not intended to be. It's just casual check of the topics of the day. And your comments are topics as far as I'm concerned. Carlene, good morning to you. Hi, Lily. Hope your day is off to a good start. Peggy in Orange is up this morning. Linda says, it's a cold morning. Linda, a lot of people would say probably, it's about time. It is October 19th after all. Shouldn't we be having some cool? And it's such an interesting question. What constitutes cold and what constitutes hot to people? Everybody, I think, has a temp in their head that if it reaches this point, then it's hot. If it reaches this point, then it's cold. For me, I'll be honest with you, Linda, I like it even a little bit colder than this. 51, 68, it's pretty good temp spread. Hi, Robin. Good morning to you. Joe, good morning. Hi, David. Over in Devers this morning. Tanya, good morning to you. Megan is up in Kirbyville this morning. Sonia says, happy birthday to our baby butter number 12, Smithville. Okay. Well, good morning and happy birthday. Hi, Barbara Ann up in Nacogdoches. Also, Melissa's watching this morning in Port Neches. Good morning. Also, Lloyd Douglas Bean is up this morning. We in Texas are used to warm. I agree, especially if you live along the tropical zones, which is where we live, right along the Gulf Coast. You get up into Northeast Texas, you get into Amarillo, believe me, They know what cold is. They deal with it a lot more than we do. Hi, Sylvia. Hope your day is getting off to a good start. Diane, good morning as well. Also, Bonnie Miller is up this morning. Debbie Newsom up this morning. All of those folks getting up this morning. Again, you want to say hi. It's a very easy thing to do. You want to comment on one of our stories, you can do that. If you have a guest suggestion, somebody you'd like to have, some topic you would like to have discussed, either on our show here at the house or our show there at the station, you can certainly do that. Janoy says, good morning. Thank you for keeping us updated, even under difficult situations. Janoyce, we're doing the best that we can. And it is a pretty difficult situation that we're facing, not just KFDM and Fox 4, but also our parent company as well, which is Sinclair Broadcast Group. All right, let's do what we do every day. Let's get you a look at what's going on in some of your headlines across Southeast Texas and across the country this morning. I like to focus local because I think that's important. You can get national from so many different places, but what we can give you is what happens in your community. Here is a look at KFDM.com. The struggle continues, but we're doing the best we can to update this as well. Maybe the biggest story of the day locally is the story featuring the mother of the injured Port Neches Grove football player, the young man who was injured, 15-year-old in a junior varsity game, who apparently has suffered, his mom says, a very traumatic head injury, and is now in Houston after being life-flighted there and is undergoing emergency surgery. But you can follow the updates. We're trying to stay updated with that as best we possibly can. Also, another story of the day, a very positive story, because we have so many other things swirling around in our world. Sometimes we forget to come back and emphasize the positive. We can go, oh, numbers are up, things are looking bad. But when things are better, we need to take time to go, hey, improvement is here. And when you look at COVID numbers across the state of Texas, and they're very much reflected here in Southeast Texas as well, most everything is trending down, which you can only be hopeful about, right? That maybe we're past before we get into any other variant or, and let's be honest, we know that winter is not only flu season, winter is also COVID season. So we have to be ready for that when it comes. But the reality is, when we were seeing numbers like 32% of all of our hospital capacity was filled by people who were directly suffering some measure of COVID-19, we are now at a point that it's below 7%. That's a significant improvement. Let's hope it stays that way. Are you still wearing masks when you go out? Or are you past that? It's kind of interesting. If you have been out lately, you probably seen a little bit of both. Depends on where you go. I think, as an observation, that I see more people not wearing masks today than they were, say, 3 weeks ago. But again, that also reflects the fact that they're looking at numbers and they're feeling better about what they're seeing and when they go out. And I hope you heard, the experts, including Dr. Fauci, saying that if you want to have Thanksgiving with your family, if everybody is vaccinated, there's no reason you shouldn't do that. But here you go. Here's some of the interesting things that I picked up. This, by the way, is from the Texas Tribune, which says vaccine doses reported are down, right? The numbers go down. Fewer people are nervous and they don't rush to get the vaccine. So yes, those numbers are down. But the other interesting number is that 52% of Texans are fully vaccinated. 52%. That number has gone up significantly over the course of the last 2 months. Meanwhile, average cases across the state are down. They're down 1,463 compared to a week ago. Hospitalizations are down 1,400 less patients than a week ago. And also deaths reported are down 56 fewer deaths than a week ago. So again, when the numbers are positive, let's make sure we tell people this is where the numbers stand at this point. So that's what we want to do. Hey, can I ask you to do me a favor? I know some of you are going to have to go. You've got things you have to do. You got to get kids to school. You got to go to work, whatever it happens to be. We hit that button. I think it's at the top or at the bottom of the site. Depends on what kind of device you're using that shows the thumb up. It's a like. It does a whole lot for us as far as the algorithms go here on Facebook. Helps us get our words out. And quite honestly, it helps the bosses know that actually I'm at home, but I'm working. Let's check some more comments coming in this morning to see who else is up. Craig Sheffield, good morning to you. Glad you're up. Also, Russell asked, what happened to y'all's broadcast on Fox this morning? Russell, I will check on that. As I said, we're going through some pretty major issues right now, technical issues. So we've had to kind of do the best that we can to get the product out there. I'll check and see what happened, and it should have been there. Barbara Ann, good morning to you as well. Jacqueline Ford, good morning to you. Also, Cynthia Waters is up this morning. Yeah, big tech trouble. And Carlene is up this morning as well. So there you go. It's easy to jump in this morning. As I said, let us know what's happening at your house or what you might have a question about this morning. Double checking to see if there's anybody else there. There you go. John Freeman, missing the Fox News I watch every day. Promise, John, I will check on it. It will be back for you hopefully tomorrow. Sorry it wasn't there today. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Hey, Dana, good morning there in Viter as well. All right, just got a couple other things to hit on this morning. I'll let you go. Be on your way. Let's come back over to the internet this morning, and we'll go to the Houston Chronicle, where the news is not good for we Astros fans. Sorry, it was a long night. It's one of the few times that I wasn't too sad I had to go to bed early. When I got up this morning and I saw the score, of course, I didn't go to bed without watching some of the game. So I saw the Grand Slam, which was just heartbreaking. What is that? That's 3 Grand Slams in 2 games. And that was not a very pretty game last night. So the Astros going to have to get things going here. Great you had. Are going to have to get things going here in Game 4, and we'll see if they can get their stuff together. Find a pitcher. That right? I mean, that seems to be the tantamount problem right now. Is you just don't have the pitching staff that you had in years past, which is tough. All right. And then I want to finish things up with a shout out to the folks at 1701 Barbecue. If you have not stopped by, Blue Broussard and his staff at this barbecue, I think it's fair to call it a barbecue joint. That is not demeaning when you talk about barbecue. That's just what it is, right? A barbecue joint. And this barbecue joint has joined a very elite list, as they have made Texas Monthly's top 50, or the 50 best barbecue joints in the state of Texas. Congratulations to all the guys there at 1701. I don't think that it's a surprise to a lot of people who tried it. If you've gone by, and I keep saying it all the time, I have not gone into 1701 because every time I go by, a testament to how good the barbecue is, there is a line. Now, it goes fast, but generally speaking, you may have to wait a few minutes. That's how good it is. And it is located at 1701 Calder in Beaumont. And you can go in and read their Facebook and see what they had to say about 1701. And I love that it goes in, here's the pitmaster, Blue Broussard, Travis Cox, who I think is running the place. Essentially, he's the manager. List all the different guys who are involved there. The method of, that they do their barbecue by. And as you can see, come early. This joint often sells out well before 2 p.m. So go check it out for yourself. You can go to their Facebook page. But again, congratulations. That's the kind of positive attention that you enjoy seeing coming to your community. One of the 50 top barbecue joints located in the state of Texas, right here in Beaumont. Good way to send you out. Probably make you hungry. have a breakfast burrito this morning, maybe on the way to work, and then think about barbecue for lunch. I appreciate your taking the time to be with me this morning. I really do. And again, I apologize for any inconveniences because of our technical issues that we're dealing with. We'll get them straightened out as soon as we possibly can. And in the meantime, we'll continue to do our best to try to get you the latest information, whether it's on air or online. Don't forget, you can also keep up with what's happening, KFDM.com, Facebook, KFDM News. Also, you can follow me, Twitter, at Morning TV Dan. Also, YouTube, you can subscribe. You'll get an alert if you hit the bell, and you'll know all the time that we're doing our at-home updates, that you can watch them there on YouTube as well. Again, one more time, ask the favor, give us a like if you will, and we'll look forward to catching up with you bright and early tomorrow morning. Till then, you go out and enjoy the weather and have a terrific day.